basket, good for R.R. Garcia.
But come the third, Rain or Shine showed signs of life as it trimmed the lead down to 9.
Here, nice feed to Santi for the completion. Points in the paint.
It even got closer in the fourth as the Lasto Painters only trailed by 4 with 30 seconds left, 110 to 106.
The Muses has certainly gotten some brownie points, diba? In this game.
Oh, for sure.
I mean,
Phoenix import Devon Maxwell, though, iced the game by getting back to 2 points. Final score 114 to 106 in favor of Phoenix. Rain or Shine played without an import after replacement import Jordan Tolbert went over the height limit. With the win, the Fuel Masters stay in the playoff hunt with a 4-5 win-loss record for 8th seed. Rain or Shine, meanwhile, slid to 11th at 2-7.
It feels good, but we don't look good because we're not yet in the 500. Diba? So, again, like what I always say, the next game is the most important game. So the game on Friday is going to be very, very crucial for us. So as soon as we leave the dugout, we are preparing for Ginebra.
Lumalaban na, pumapalag na ang Barangay Ginebra when it comes to three-point shooting. This time around, it's a three-point play opportunity.
In the following game, the Meralco Bolts held the lead for the majority of the match against the Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings. Ginebra was able to get the lead with 6 minutes to go after Christian Stan Hardinger's jumper.
Accepts the contact and hits the basket.
From that point, both teams traded blows. Jeremiah Gray pulled the Gin Kings ahead by 6 with a big three-pointer with a minute left in the game, 108 to 102.
He locates Jeremiah, he lets it fly. How about another three-point shot from Maya? Wow!
C-Stan put on the finishing touches after an and-one basket in the final 15 seconds.
7 seconds on the shot clock. Justin Brownlee, the attack, no good. Stan Hardinger is fouled for this and one opportunity.
Final 112 to 107 for the Gin Kings.
The guys, I think they just instinctively they just tighten the reins a little bit more. They made a couple big shots, Maya, like you said, and Justin hit a big shot, and that just kind of lifted us defensively. They just stepped up on their own and made big plays.
PBA action continues today at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. The Terra Firma Jeep and NLEX Road Warriors face off at 4:30 p.m., followed by the Northport Batang Pier versus the Magnolia Hotshots at 6:45 p.m. Catch the games live on One Sports and TV5. For News 5, Marty Bautista, we are One News.
And speaking of Ginebra, team captain L.A. Tenorio's streak of consecutive games played has been broken. Tenorio was not around when Ginebra played Meralco on Wednesday, halting his streak of playing 744 games in a row. Teniente had been putting in limited minutes since suffering a groin injury in the Commissioner's Cup Finals. It was the first time Tenorio has ever missed a game since beginning his PBA career back in 2006 as a first-round pick of San Miguel. The previous record was held by PBA legend Alvin Patrimonio at 596 games, broken by Tenorio in 2019. With this record over, Mark Baroca of the Magnolia Hotshots now holds the longest active streak at 538 straight appearances. And the TNT Tropang Giga dropped their debut game at the East Asia Super League against Japan B-League's Utsunomiya Brex. After a tight first quarter, the defending Japan B-League champs came out firing on all cylinders in the second, outscoring TNT 32-8. This enabled them to establish a 57-34 lead at halftime. From there, the Tropang Giga was not able to recover, with the score ending at 99-66 in favor of Utsunomiya. Josh Scott finished with 24 points and 14 rebounds for the Brex, while Yusuke Endo had 17 points to lead the locals. Only import Jalen Hudson was able to breach double figures for TNT with 28 points. Up next for the Tropang Giga are Korean Basketball League champions, the Seoul SK Knights, on Friday.
You could tell that this is their home court. They all pretty much shot it well. They had their legs under us. I thought they played really well. You got to give credit to them. They played real well. They play together, and they're really a deep team too.
And PBA legend Danny Del Ildefonso has been activated by the Converge Fiber Xers to its roster. The PBA announced that Converge will bring back Ildefonso, who is also assistant coach of Converge. The 46-year-old has not played in the PBA since 2015, when he last suited up for the Meralco Bolts. With this, the two-time MVP will be available once Converge takes on Lakay's former team, Meralco. Ildefonso is even ramping up his on-court work, as evidenced by the video shared by Converge coach Aldin Ayo. He will remain as an assistant while still in the active roster of players. We're taking a quick timeout, but the Game on One News returns after this quick break. Stay with us. You're still watching the Game on One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. Former PBA cager Boy Bits Victoria has passed away from a heart attack. He was 50. His children, Siaz and Nathan Victoria, confirmed the news on Wednesday. They said their father was pronounced dead at around 6:55 p.m. at the San Juan de Dios Hospital. Victoria's wake will be held at the Loyola Memorial Chapels in Sucat today until Sunday. He will be cremated on the same day. Victoria was the 1994 Rookie of the Year after getting selected 3rd overall by Swift in the PBA. He even went on to win 7 championships in his career, 2 with Sunkist and 5 with San Miguel. On a lighter note, the FIFA Women's World Cup trophy has arrived in the Philippines for the first time. This is part of the FIFA's trophy tour among the nations that will participate in the Women's World Cup this July. It will be displayed in the Makati Mall until today. Along with the gold-plated trophy came the ambassadors of host countries Australia and New Zealand. The Philippines is the 3rd stop of the trophy after Japan and South Korea. It will next go on to Vietnam. Meanwhile, the country's women's football team is even more excited after seeing the World Cup trophy up close.
Our team's very motivated as it is. We always look to improve every camp, every game and everything that we do because it's something that they've dreamed of since they were little kids, and hopefully this is another step forward in what we're trying to do.
And over at the NBA, Kevin Durant made his much-anticipated debut for the Phoenix Suns today. Durant was stellar in the win against the Charlotte Hornets, scoring 23 points on 10 for 15 shooting, along with 6 rebounds. This was also Durant's first game since early January when he suffered a knee injury. Meanwhile, the Golden State Warriors are optimistic that superstar Steph Curry will return to action next week. Curry has been dealing with lower left leg injuries since early February, but is making good progress according to his team. His actual return date will be based on the pace of his recovery and his response to full practice and scrimmages. Back here in the Philippines, 2 top semifinal contenders and 2 squads trying to find their groove will clash in today's PVL All-Filipino Conference action. In the first game, the Choco Mucho Flying Titans will gun for win number 3 against the Signal HD Spikers. Choco Mucho is coming off a 5-set win over bottom feeder Army, while Signal is looking to bounce back from an 0-3 shutout that it experienced from F2 Logistics. In the other game, F2 Logistics will seek to nail their 3rd straight win and a share of the top seed with the Creamline Cool Smashers in the standings. In their way are the Petrogas Angels, who are currently tied at 4th place with Choco Mucho with identical 2-2 win-loss records. Action begins at 4 p.m. for the Choco Mucho Signal matchup, followed by the Petrogas F2 fight at 6:30 p.m. Catch the games on One Sports and One Sports Plus. For the latest in sports, visit onesports.ph. Meantime, the Newsday continues later at 4:30 p.m. I'll see you then. I'm Sean Yao. Thanks for watching.